So this is how to bandage a tail with happy tail syndrome. You'll need some hydrogen peroxide. We use some calendula salve, but you can use any kind of antibiotic ointment. We have some gauze, sponges, some micro mesh surgical tape, and athletic tape. And then we have a pill bottle with some holes drilled in it to add a little bit of extra airflow. So we've been starting with some hydrogen peroxide to sanitize. This is Cooper, by the way. So we've been doing hydrogen peroxide to just keep it clean. And then we figured that it's best to use less of the gauze since it gets wrapped around so much. And then there's all the layers of tape that get wrapped around. So we didn't want too much around it. We want to keep the airflow sufficient. So the first thing we do is just kind of wrap this around here and then get a piece of surgical tape. And as you can see, we kind of get it half on the gauze and then half on the tail for this first round. And you want to wrap it really loose because it's going to stick to the hair. You don't want to wrap it too tight and cut off blood flow. And then I've been doing a little courtesy tab for each one. Kind of fold the tape over at the end. This will make it a lot easier to get the bandage off when you change it, because you're going to want to change this once or twice a day. But the fold makes it easier to find where to start tearing, so you don't have to like use scissors. It just makes it a lot easier. And then I've also been taking a little bit, just a little piece, just to fold this over on itself. And this tape is, it allows some amount of airflow. It's a mesh tape. Okay, so once we got the gauze on there, then we put the, let the camera see you. Then you put the pill bottle over. Oh, I didn't put it on this time, but you can put some salve on or antibiotic cream, or we like Lucas Papaw, but we've just been wanting to keep this dry, so we've been putting that on when we don't have the bandage on, and then we just keep it dry while it's in here. So then the first bit of athletic tape, tear off a nice generous strip, cut it off, and then we do, so we're going parallel with the tail for this first wrap. And then this stuff sticks really, it doesn't stick to anything else really, but it sticks really well to itself. So we do this first one, see, to just to kind of keep the pill bottle on, right? Then we're doing yellow to match his bandana today. For this, so we start right here, and we're just gonna wrap it around. Just making sure we don't go too tight. Obviously, it doesn't matter how tight once you're over the pill bottle. Same thing here. A little courtesy tab will make it much easier to get this off when that time comes. Then take more surgical tape. If you had a dog that he's been really good about not chewing these off too much or playing with it too much, but you could always do more surgical tape down here, but I just think it's best to err on the side of a little less so you don't cut off too much airflow or risk cutting off blood flow to the tail. So then I tear off another piece here. And I'm going to start at half on the athletic tape and half on his tail. And same thing, just being, see, sometimes this stuff is hard to work with. Once it sticks to itself, I just start over and get a new piece. Little tab there. And then it's done. It's a good way to protect your dog's tail that has happy tail syndrome so he doesn't keep opening up the wound and spraying blood all over your walls in your house.